Hey guys, thanks so much for joining us today. We're going through some frequently asked questions here regarding the CPR AED industry and what it takes for you in the workplace to get your training compliant. And one of the questions that we always get, are first aid safety training courses mandatory, right? So the answer to this question can vary, and it's really going to depend on the type of industry that you're in. So we know in construction, for example, or the labor industries, we have occupational health and safety that standards that we have to meet in terms of that industry. So to answer the question specific to that industry would be yes, right? We have to have first aid, CPR, AED. Oftentimes we're going to need additional OSHA type regulated training, whether it's OSHA 10, OSHA 30, or other types of related certifications and coursework that we have to offer. So it's really going to greatly depend on what type of industry you're in, also what it is that you're doing within that industry. We see a lot of schools and especially daycares have requirements in terms of having their staff trained, and oftentimes we just see companies that don't necessarily need the training but just want to have their staff prepared to respond in life-threatening emergencies, which is great, right? We want to make sure that we're maintaining a safe workplace, and those companies certainly show value for the safety of their employees, and they'll opt into getting their training. There's a couple other types of trainings that can be done based on industry as well. Oftentimes when you're working with children, you'll see anaphylaxis, epinephrine auto-injector, or asthma as kind of a skill boost to that training. Another example of that would be, again, back to labor industry, manufacturing or packaging. Oftentimes anybody operating a warehouse will have bloodborne pathogen training on top of or added to standard first aid, CPR, and AED training. So to answer the broad question, are first aid and safety training courses mandatory in the workplace? The general answer is no, but obviously always highly recommended. And it really depends on your industry and what the standards of your industry are to make sure that you can stay compliant in the workplace.